That shit hard. That shit hard. That's Praying Mantis by Rebel. What's going on, everybody? We back again with the Matrix gang, Matrix family. You know what it is. Know what it is. We're gonna start it off. We're gonna start it off. We're gonna start it off with well, we got a couple stuff I want to start. I want to go ahead. I want to go ahead. You know, I want to start. I want to start with the Reddit, right? So there's this. I'm gonna go right here. Let me go to Let me go to the Reddit right here. What's going on with you guys, man? Happy Saturday. It's a Saturday going on, Matrix family. If you're new here and you're true here, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow if you love me. If not, it's all good. Yo, hit it later. Um, if you've been here, cousin, what it do? What it do? My cosmic cousin, my cosmic brother and sister, what it do? What it do? So we over here. All the damn look for this over here on this side. Guys, there we go. I go right here. Boom. Mm-hmm. 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 Gotta keep scrolling. I gotta keep scrolling. Gotta keep scrolling. Gotta keep scrolling. I'm gonna play this though. I'm not gonna lie and play that. We're gonna go over a few videos I found on Reddit I wanna go about. Wearing no white dots and shit. I think it's all the way down. Oh no. I clicked something by accident. Clicked it by accident. Click, 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 clicked it by accident. Cattle mutation. Let's look interesting. We'll put that to the side right there. We're gonna look at the Columbia one. I don't know if we looked at the Columbia one the other day. Look at that. Let's scroll all the way down for this video. Yeah, we're getting close. Put that in a new tab. That looks kind of interesting. What? Hold on. Now this is interesting. Yeah, man. I'm kind of looking at videos. Not looking at the videos, I was watching them, but like, okay. Yeah, we're getting close. Getting close. No, we're not getting close. Alright, we're probably gonna do it this way. We probably going to do it this way, this way, this way. So, we're gonna start off with one of the windows right here, right? Bada boom, and bam, bam, right here, right? So, we're gonna start off with this is a UFO over Fairbanks, Alaska, 1970. I'll put the screen up. So, alright, here. I probably can't put this in full screen because it's in a different window. I don't know. Well, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Well, actually, let's start off with the Reddits then. How about that? Yeah, we're gonna start off with the Reddits. That way I could just play the YouTube on this one. Yeah, we're gonna start off with that one right here. So this one right here is a flying robot balloon. And for context, object was hovering at a consistent altitude and floating around, but I didn't think it float up, it didn't float up like a balloon does. Later, it disappeared. All right, let's see. There we go. What the? it hid. Hold on. Yeah, see what I mean? When I put in full screen, that's what we're gonna do it like this. We're just gonna do it like this. Fuck it. Boom, boom, boom. Cause this is too ugly. We ain't gonna have it on two screens. Feel me? Right here. Cause what I'm doing right now, I'm just copying the IRL from the other window and putting in the main window because when I go in full screen, I want you guys to be able to see the best quality it can in full screen. I can't do that with two windows for some reason. I don't have time to figure that out. You feel what I'm saying? I do have time, but I won't waste y'all's time because y'all here for a reason. Go right here. Uh, go right here, right? All right, bet. I'm gonna go right here. Remove this right here. Okay, now let me organize it a little bit. Right here. We're gonna play all the Reddits first. All the Reddits first. That's what we're gonna do. All the Reddits. Uh-huh. It's called organization. All right. Now we good. Now we good. Boom, boom. Now y'all take a look at this. It looks like it looks crazy a little bit. Look at this. Look at this. What the hell? It looked like somebody is taking a dump in the sky. What the heck is that? That's a balloon. That has to be a balloon. That has to be a balloon. Y'all see that down? Look at the balloon. Look, it look like somebody taking a dump in the sky. Ugh. Hike that laid up. That's definitely a balloon. I'm going with a balloon. That'd be crazy if that was a ET. I wouldn't be because we don't really know the full actual description of the ET. So I'll go right here. Oh, the aliens are here. What the heck is this? Let's see. Let's see this. Okay, that's cool. What this is? Oh no 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 no! Oh no no! Okay, put this right here. Let's see. What the heck? Whoa whoa! What the hell? Did they just pick up something? What the? Yo, my ex has to be an alien. She used to do the same thing. Yeah. What the? Ah. Yeah, my ex was definitely alien. She had to be a gray. She did the same thing with her mouth. Yeah, that's crazy. And just runs off like, what the heck? It just dip. That boy just dip. I don't know. That could be CGI. That could be AI. It did kind of look a little creepy on the thing. I don't know. It's up in the air though. But I wouldn't rule it out though. I'm not ruling it out at all. Not ruling it out at all. And next one we're gonna have what we have next. Oh, the 1990. I want to show you. I remember this interview right here. This was the interview. It was the alien interview, right? Hold on, let's read the description. The clip includes the fade in, fade out transition. Maybe this was real deal after all, or maybe it was staged and no real aliens were actually here in the making of this video. From the source, I got it from Scene Profile, extract segment from Area 51, the alien interview 1997, showing alien gray type NHI being the second time. The full video is played in the film starting around 35 minutes. By the way, John Stewart. Okay, so right, this video right here, right? Now before we play this video, my opinion was I thought this shit was already fake because you see, if you've seen this video before, it's gonna look like a puppet, somebody like moving their head around. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let it play though. But it looks like somebody just moving his head around like a puppet. But the reason why I'm playing this because I found the second part to this video, and it's the person that did the interview for this alien. So let's get into this first. I already seen it, but you know who? Sometimes we like to see stuff again and again and again. But yeah, y'all gonna see what I'm saying. Put this right here. Oh, whoa, wait. What's wrong? Hold on. I'm not hearing nothing. Audio control. Wait, hold on. Okay. But I'm tripping. There we go. There we go. It didn't have the audio? It didn't have the audio with this? Bro, they don't have the audio for y'all didn't have the audio with this, bro? Nah, I can't play that. We gotta play it with the audio, bro. Y'all bullshitting, bro. Y'all really bullshitting with this. Damn it. Really bullshitting. Alien. Well, I posted on Reddit if you're not gonna include a fucking it's an interview. Who the fuck posts an interview with no sound? That's the most dumbest shit. Here we gotta go. Here we go. Let's see how long this one is. Alright, this one 254. Alright, bet. Revamp. Let's go. Go right here. Where the fuck you at? Alien. There we go. Boom. Yeah, I don't know why the hell he didn't have that thing. There we go. This is what we're gonna play right here. Why the fuck, like, bro? Why would you post an interview on Reddit without the sound? Like, that's stupid. Okay, boom. Now just let it play.
Alright, we're looking at the interview suite at S4. It's kept dark for the comfort of the aliens. The figure who is just barely visible in the left foreground is the telepath, and behind the camera is a raked seating area for observers. Although in this case, I believe the only other person present was a military aide. The alien is seated behind a glass partition in a biocontainment area, which is maintained at biosafety level 2, the lowest designation.
See, you see what I'm saying? It looks like somebody's like moving their head with his hand, but that was back then. I'm starting to believe this shit now. I mean, I'm really believing in it after everything CERN they exposing it. Like, well, we already had it in the mindset, but I'm starting to really believe this wasn't a puppet. This was actually real shit. But look at this.
Containment area, which is maintained at biosafety level 2, the lowest designation. That's primarily for the protection of the aliens, not us. The theory is that if they were going to infect us with an alien bug, it would have happened 50
NJ, what it do, NJ?
years ago. In fact, all the indications are the aliens eliminated microbial and viral life from their own ecosystem long ago. They aren't susceptible to our diseases directly, but it has been shown that microbes can reproduce and form colonies within their respiratory systems, which tends to exacerbate the debilities they seem to suffer anyway in our environment. In fact, you can see here the alien is beginning to flag. The interview was not going well. The telepath was trying to clarify some points from a previous interview, but he wasn't receiving coherent responses. As you can see, the being is in real distress. At this point, the telepath is
Okay. Yo, that's all like, yo, it's like y'all trying niggas, you know, goddamn, what you call it? You trying folks' belief, but belief is just to belie under Eve. But you try me, because I really feel like it's like a puppet moving his head. Like, but I don't know. Let's keep playing. Let's keep playing.
sending out a message to the medical staff. Uh, he's trying to communicate with the alien, but he's getting no response.
Mm.
There's very little he can do. There's no direct connection between his space and the biocontainment area. That's the aide stepping in on the right. The medical staff should be there by now. They're slow in responding. There they are. I have to say, the medical personnel at S4 are less than first rate. They tend to be selected for their willingness to keep secrets.
Oh, see, that's what. Oh, so you do see the body a little bit. You do see the little body. Y'all see the little body right there? Hold on, you kind of see the little body right there. Hold on.
They're slow in responding. There's very little he can do. There's no direct connection between his space and the biocontainment area. That's the aide stepping in on the right. The medical staff should be there by now. They're slow in responding. There they are. I have to say, the medical personnel at S4 are less than first rate. They tend to be selected for their willingness to keep secrets rather than their medical competence. By the way, he's not shining that light into the eyes. It looks that way, but in fact, he's checking for hemorrhaging around the eye sockets and in the nasal cavity. I'm sorry.
Yo, you know what? I don't think this. I don't think it's a head. I don't think it's a puppet, gang. I don't think this is a puppet.
It's
That's
very
a
hard
whole
for me to
body.
watch this.
Hold on. We should play Alien Abductors in interview by Julius on Software Underbelly. That is the funniest alien abductee story I ever heard. I'm not gonna lie, that shit had me in tears.
Exacerbate the debilities they seem to suffer anyway in our environment. In fact, you can see here the alien is beginning to flag. The interview was not going well. The telepath was trying to clarify some points from a previous interview, but he wasn't receiving coherent responses. As you can see, the being is in real distress. It would have happened 50 years ago. That's primarily for the protection of the aliens, not us. The theory is that if they were going to infect us with an alien bug, it would have happened 50 years ago. In fact,
Dang, we just over here testing on them like lab rats. But I'm not trying to be sympathetic because they do the same shit to us, right? Right. But damn, like Buddy just said, if they wanted to take our asses out, they would have been took our asses out. We over here just fucking with folks. Like they probably was like, hey, friends. And Earth is like, hey, unalive. study reverse engineering. Pow! Christopher Columbus. Pow! We don't ask you for shit. Pow! We're gonna steal it. Pow! And we're gonna figure it out our damn self. Pow! Even though it'll be way easier to talk and communicate. Pow! We'd rather just do this. Pow! Cause it's so much fucking cooler. Pow! And yeah. So we gonna now we gonna play the second boy. The dude who claims he did this interview, right? There's a second part to this. Yeah, there's a dude who said, here it goes. Alien interview 1997 with that boy Ed Victor Speaks. I don't think his last name is Speaks, but they got an alien interview. No, there. Bow, bow. Victor Speak. Bow. Alien. This shit better have the damn audio, or y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what I'm gonna do. There we go. It got audio, guys. It got audio. Let's fucking go.
The important thing here is that an image examination cannot automatically establish the origin of the subject. A perfect looking video can still be a hoax. A badly compressed video can still depict something real. What analysis can potentially
this is the debunk video.
tell us is whether the
The debunk stuttering ass little bitch. This is the debunking video right here. I say it's debunking video because it says the alien interview behind the man, but it says the dude did interview is Victor. So just
imagery contains characteristics inconsistent with the claimed source of production method. And that's exactly where the alien interview debate becomes complicated. Because there are people who have argued that the footage contains characteristics of a genuine recording. And people who believe it looks like a practical effects creation. What you're about to hear is the audio that accompanied the original footage. At this point in the story, we haven't even met the man behind the voice yet. But listen carefully, because we're going to come back to that voice very soon.
Okay.
Alright, we're looking at the interview suite at S4. It's kept dark for the comfort of the aliens. The figure who is just barely visible in the left foreground is the telepath. And behind the camera is a raked seating area for observers.
That's the finger right here, the telepath, the finger.
Although in this case, I believe the only other person present was a military aide. The alien is seated behind a glass partition in a biocontainment area, which is maintained at biosafety level 2, the lowest designation. That's primarily for the protection of the aliens, not us. The theory is that if they were going to infect us with an alien bug, it would have happened 50 years ago. We produce informant's interview, but his space and it's very hard for...
Came one of the mysteries came from a class of concealed his face.
By the way, he's not shining that light.
Gotta fast forward that part.
Then came the man whose identity became...
Because we've seen it a few times now.
Almost as mysterious as the creature itself. Victor. He concealed his face, his voice was electronically altered, and he refused to publicly identify himself. According to the story presented with the documentary, Victor claimed that he had access to Area 51 and that the footage came from a classified government recording. He described the material as something that had escaped from a restricted system during the transfer or copying of archived videos.
Oh. So we have the abductor who are looking for the abductees, but he got caught. So, and escaped. And now he's the escapee? I know, corny. Shut the fuck up and play the video, D.
The exact mechanics of how he obtained it became one of the mysteries surrounding the footage. And Victor's story contained another remarkable claim. The entity had allegedly been communicating with the military. not through ordinary spoken conversation, but through a form of communication that Victor described as involving telepathy.
I made it very clear to Victor that his credibility was the entire issue here.
Victor looked kind of scary for a second. Hold on. Victor looked black as
That his credibility was the entire issue here. And that everybody's going to think this is a hoax. And that how are they going to possibly verify this? What he said was, you can do anything you want in terms of verified, any type of due diligence. He will answer whatever questions put forward. We can do whatever type of checking.
We live in the best of times right now because nobody gonna believe a damn thing. Everybody calls shit AI, CGI, this I, A, B, C, D, E, F, I. Wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Like, this is the best time for aliens, ET, everything that's paranormal, and just to come out right now, because human's eye currently, we think everything's fake. So we see something right in front of us that probably looks crazy and unhuman, like, we will dead ass say, that's AI. That's AI.
Bring in experts, we could have the tape tested, we could, in fact, he encouraged all of these aspects. He just did not want his face and his real name revealed.
At Coleman's insistence, Victor agreed reluctantly to appear on camera, but only in disguise, in shadow, and with his voice electronically altered. The questions were agreed upon in advance.
That boy Victor look dead ass like the Shadow Man.
But during the actual interview, the discussion occasionally deviated from Victor's approved questions.
What is your occupation at Area 51?
I won't answer that. I have had reason to be present at Area 51.
You won't answer that. But we're supposed to believe you worked at Area 51. I don't give a fuck about this big ass news station and everything. Like, you won't answer that. But then again, it's his safety. So he probably know what he's doing. As much as I want him to just be like, bro, you already came this far with whistleblowing, you might as well go all out. Probably is more. Is the onion keeps peeling. The onion keeps peeling.
But I'm not going to clarify whether or not I was there as an employee.
Are you saying you were there as a visitor?
I'm not going to specify why or in what capacity I was there, only that I was there.
Can you tell us how many times you were there?
When I agreed to this, my fundamental ground rule was that I would not be asked to divulge personal data that might help pinpoint my identity. If you continue to ask questions that are out of bounds, I won't hesitate to terminate this interview.
That man sounds like the devil. That man look evil as shit.
Are you saying that the number of times you were present at Area 51 is enough to pinpoint your identity?
Don't ask me that again. If you asking me anything that pinpoints who I am, I will terminate this interview.
Any specifics will narrow the field of suspects. Of course, I could lie. Let's say I've been there 47 times, or anyway, more than once.
Let's turn to the tape itself. The copy you've supplied is not the original tape.
No.
Was the original at Area 51 when you copied it?
It's not the original tape.
That's out of bounds.
Is it fair to assume that the copying of tapes at Area 51 is heavily restricted?
You can assume anything you like. I would say that's a fair assumption. That's obvious.
What the fuck we asking here? Like, what we doing? All this creep maxing and shit. Answer the fucking question.
I will say that this tape was...
I know, this is my personal thoughts. I still, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting what I said earlier, but that's just my personal feelings now. Like, first I'm like, okay, is there a safety, bro? You won't say nothing, but now you're not really saying shit. You're being a dick, Victor. You're really being a dick.
Copied under special circumstances. Otherwise, copying it would have been impossible.
Can you be more specific?
More specific? Okay, I'm sure they've figured this much out already. Recently, there was a wholesale transfer of video documentation from analog tape to digital disk storage. In a couple of instances, this allowed data to leak from a highest security system to a less high security system.
Okay, you might be telling the truth, because if this is around like the 80s and 90s, or 70s to 90s, that's right around the time when analog transferred to digital, right? Yeah, yeah. It was 2000, yeah.
So this particular tape was the only... I think that's about all I'll say about that.
Was there something about this particular clip that made it more accessible to be copied?
Not necessarily, no.
Was there something about the content that caused them to file it differently or give it special handling?
This interview was terminated.
What did he ask? The fuck he ask? What are you getting mad for?
To a less high security system. Even so, this particular tape was the only... I think that's about all I'll say about that.
Was there something about this particular clip that made it more accessible to be copied?
Well, there's something about this particular clip that made it more accessible to be copied.
Not necessarily, no.
Was there something about the content that caused them to file it differently or give it special handling?
Well, there's something about the content. I mean, this is about, like, ain't that the topic of this interview overall?
This interview was terminated.
You know, you can just get the fuck out, Victor. We tired of your bullshit, bro.
The interview resumed only after a discussion of the ground rules.
I told you, they was doing content before content was content.
Have you personally seen the alien being that appears in the tape?
Yes, I have, but I stress I was not necessarily present at the interview session that appears on the tape. I'm not going to be specific. I may have encountered the being at another time.
What can you tell us about the alien interview we're about to see?
This one is rather recent, very late in the series. The interview process has been ongoing since the being arrived, which was in 1989. Approximately twice a month, they sit it down for a session.
So, analog had been going around like 80s and 90s, early 2000s, before analog transferred to digital. And you see, just said 1989. Pinpoint, dumbass.
It generally lasts from 3 to 5 hours. If they try to go longer than that, or if they schedule the sessions more frequently, the being becomes unresponsive. There's a fair amount of infighting among the scientists from different disciplines to get their questions asked.
What has the alien revealed?
Various minor technical details of the saucers. The physicists and engineers are frankly frustrated. They feel the being is withholding information. Possibly concepts are getting lost because all the information has to come through a telepath.
Yeah, he's withholding information. Y'all, they probably kidnapped his ass, shot his damn, or he crashed, or he goddamn was doing his own observation. Then, you know, us, the humans, seen Buddy was like, hey, fuck you doing, nigga. And the alien was like, hey, bro, I'm just doing my biological study in these plants. I'm looking for water for my people, man. And he was like, oh, hell no. Took that nigga out like, hey, bro, you are a bitch now. You are alien. And you wonder why he don't want to say nothing. Like, bro, what? He's pissed. Like, think about it. You're going to give minimal information, too, if you kidnap.
Minor technical details of the saucers. The physicist.
Then I know, I know for a fact you want me to give you details of my aircraft. So you motherfuckers who are savages can go and reverse engineer it and still don't know what the hell to do. You feel me? I can have the sauce, and just because I have sauce, I can try to give you sauce, but that don't mean you're going to keep the sauce. You get what I'm saying? Hey, just because you have sauce, you can't give another person sauce and thinking they're going to keep the same flavor as you. It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
And engineers are frankly frustrated. They feel the being is withholding information. Possibly concepts are getting lost because all the information has to come through a telepath. But also it may be that the bulk of their scientific knowledge is just too advanced to be translated into our primitive conceptual framework. It's analogous to if a human scientist were to try.
You see how he talk? You see how he describe humans? He don't say comprehension. He says our framework. As if we're biologically engineered. Oh, we fucking are. So when people be like, "Oh man, we gotta break the system. We gotta break the system, man. We gotta break the system." What if human, our body, was just another name for system? Our body is biologically engineered with atoms and no other stuff off the periodic chart. Who created us? Well, who created them that created us? Oh, God, obviously. See, the problem is when it comes to religion and stuff, right? I don't want to get too deep in it. After this, I'm going to say this. I'm going to go back play the video. The problem with religion, like when people comment under my video, they say, oh, God, angels, demons. The difference between how I believe in God and how y'all might believe in God is you believe in God powers are limited or God creations are limited to this earth and the skies. I believe God creations are limitless from earth to the creation, to the pillars of creations, to the Milky Way, to the various constellations, to the variety of extraterrestrial beings. It gets deeper than rap. So that's why I said you can't just live logical. Some I ain't gonna get anyways.
Translate quantum mechanics into the grunts and screeches of a chimpanzee.
That's not a very flattering comparison.
Frankly, there's a high...
What call us?
But also it may be that the series from different disciplines to get their questions asked.
What has the alien revealed?
Various minor technical details of the saucers. The physicists and engineers are frankly frustrated. They feel the being is withholding information. Possibly concepts are getting lost because all the information has to come through a telepath. But also it may be that the bulk of their scientific knowledge is just too advanced to be translated into our primitive conceptual framework. It's analogous to if a human scientist were to try to translate quantum mechanics into the grunts and screeches of a chimpanzee.
It's not
The bitch just called me a monkey. He just called me a monkey.
a very flattering comparison.
Frankly, there's a high attrition rate for scientists in the program. You'd think they'd be energized by the challenge, but a lot of them take the ego deflation very hard when they find out not only how much they don't know, but how much they aren't even capable of understanding.
What else?
He's the type of motherfucker be like, you can't handle the truth. This is him right here. You can't handle the truth. Because he just giving it is how it is. We need more people like him, though.
Has the alien communicated?
Oddly enough, the being seems to have a much easier time communicating spiritual concepts.
So this little part here is like a recreation of the communication between the alien being and the person that was interviewing, and someone else that was sort of in between that was able to pick up these telepathic communication, whatever it was, from the alien being. And it goes into a bit about the human consciousness and our bodies being vessels. So again, just take this with a pinch of salt. This is just a recreation.
Oh, yeah, bodies, vessels. So think about it. So in my opinion, our bodies like vehicles. The beings that we see, say the alien beings that we see, like the buddy that's hanging on the back of Buddy's wall right here, right? They come down in third dimension because, let me start this over. The aliens that we see on Earth, or that we claim to see on Earth, in their three-dimensional forms are just vehicles. That's not their true form. You get what I'm saying? Just how they say we have souls or spirits. That's really our true form. This is just a vehicle right here. This is just, what did you just say? What's that word? I said the vehicle.
That was able to pick up these telepathic communication, whatever it was, from the alien being. And it goes into a bit about the human consciousness and our bodies being vessels.
Vessels, vehicle, vessel, vehicle. Get it? Vessels, vehicle. Probably ain't that much a good correlation, but it falls under both V.
So again, just take this with a pinch of salt. This is just a recreation of what supposedly was spoken about.
Take this with a whole pinch of salt. Take this with more than a pinch of salt. Take this with a spoonful. Take this with a cupful.
Body.
So this right here, like it says, the reenactment of it. The reenactment
is a vehicle, a vessel. The vessel must be maintained.
This is just a
is a vehicle.
What did you just say?
was spoken
What did you
about.
just say?
Body is a vehicle.
Say that.
A vessel.
I just said that, and I'd never seen this before. I just said that.
The vessel must be maintained to serve this.
Because you gotta maintain your car, get the oil change, get it tuned up. You gotta, AC free on in the summertime. Yeah, but this shit real, bro. That's why I say take care of your body. Watch what you put in health wise. With this, with that, everything in moderations. Because it's a body, it's a vehicle.
Spirit.
Let me play this from talk. I'm playing this from talk because I was talking too much. I'm sorry.
Is a vehicle. A vessel. The vessel must be maintained to serve this spirit with maximum efficiency. But a broken vessel can be replaced. The human spirit, or the soul, can have many vessels.
Is the process...
So think about it, right? A person who likes cars has many cars. Or not even that. A person who drives throughout their life has many cars, right? Can we say that? Averagely, a normal person that drives will have many cars throughout their life. Compare that to see, they was already telling, we already knew what was going on just in the 3D world. That's what's funny. Like we was already doing everything they was doing. We're doing everything at a minimal level. At the minimal shit. We replace cars, we replace computers, we replace dishes, we replace clothes. But we never got a chance to know how to replace body. But is that something we want to just replace? Like, oh, me get a new body. Oh, I want to go be a white person. I want to go be an alien person. I want to be maybe I want to be darker. Would that be fucking crazy, bro? If we get that option, I don't think we need to get. I don't think this. I don't think these creatures, us as creatures right now, would appreciate that type of gift.
Natural or technological?
Both are one. Technology is a natural excrescence of humanity. Technology is a process the vessel uses to perfect itself.
Technology is in everything. Technology is in our body. Electrolytes, atoms, you know what I'm saying? We're biologically engineered. We're technology. We was born technology.
So this transference of the soul from vessel to vessel, did your kind create the mechanics of it, or is it a natural... Did it predate the intellectual creation?
Before understanding must come acceptance.
And it's not technological.
Well, I think what he's trying to say is that the question is meaningless. The soul can travel from vessel to vessel, reincarnation, transfiguration, whatever. It's real.
What I'm getting at is...
So, I wonder if that goes back into the soul cube. I don't know if you guys remember the soul cube, but we're going to look into the soul cube after this because reincarnation ties into that. There's a soul cube on the moon, allegedly. So that's why we're not able to break off into our real dimensions and just, be great among that. Allegedly, as soon as you pass away, your soul goes get captured by the soul cube and shoots right back down to Earth into another body. A 3D body that has many restrictions. Many, many restrictions. Imagine, it'd be cool to be in a 3D body and still have able to have. So it's like living in a country where they tell you can only wear certain clothes, you can't say certain stuff. Like going to Dubai, if you go to Dubai and do certain stuff, I've never been to Dubai. You feel me? I never even left out this country. But when you go to certain countries and stuff, they don't play certain shit. So it's like versus us trying to do certain stuff, you know what I'm saying? We can't because they be restricted. They were restricted in the 3D dimensional body. But it's so cute. We don't.
Does he know how it's done?
So now it's May the 23rd, 1997. 2 months after Martin discussed the footage, Victor appeared on Art Bell's Coast to Coast AM. This is one of the most important pieces of surviving audio connected to the case.
So that's Victor? That looked like a Victor. It just looked like, that looked like evil Victor to the right.
The mysterious source was finally speaking for himself. He was still anonymous, the voice was disguised, but now listeners could hear the person who claimed to know where this footage had come from. And this is where the story exploded. The alleged tape was no longer simply circulating amongst the researchers. It had entered mainstream paranormal radio. Art Bell's enormous audience heard Victor describe the alleged program, and the alien interview became part of UFO folklore. The clip that I'm about to share may be his real voice. They've edited it and taken away the electronic sounding, so this could be as close to how Victor really sounds.
Exposing Victor.
Welcome to the program, Victor.
Yes, I think it's fair to say at this moment I'm incensed. This snafu with the telephone numbers. Can I ask you who is at your studio at this time?
Well, I'm here, and other.
Yourself?
No, my wife is. My wife is here, of course. I do my broadcast from home, Victor, and other than myself and my wife, there's nobody.
Well, I would just, at this moment, I believe that 45 minutes from now, I will have finished my last public pronouncement, because this business with Jeff and the phone numbers is not part of the agreement.
Well, Victor, it was just a problem because somebody wrote a 7 instead of a...
Well, they backdoor Victor. They don't backdoor Victor to get to expose him. They say, Victor, you gotta come on. They expose evil Victor. You see how mad they said, bro, I didn't agree. If he didn't pick up what he's saying, he basically saying like, bro, y'all dox my number and shit. My nigga, like, what y'all doing over here? Like, bro, what you got going on and agree to this shit? They play it back, y'all see what I'm saying?
I do my broadcast from home, Victor, and other than myself and my wife, there's nobody.
Well, I would just, at this moment, I believe that 45 minutes from now, I will have finished my last public pronouncement, because this business with Jeff and the phone numbers is not part of the agreement.
Well, Victor, it was just a problem because somebody wrote a 7 instead of a 1. That's it was just a simple mistake.
All right.
Sure.
We're sorry.
Yeah, we are sorry, and it was just a simple mistake is exactly correct. Victor...
Who is that second voice?
I'm sorry, this is Sean Morton. How are you, sir?
You fucked up. You just said it's you and your wife. You feel what I'm saying? Now you got this nigga speaking in the background. Like, bro, who told you to speak? Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, what you doing? You fucking up. Now, Victor, I'm mad Victor want to get him now. Like, oh, now y'all really trying to slide on me.
Oh, Mr. Morton.
Nice to talk to you.
Yes.
If you can, Victor, we would like to both probably ask
he cool, buddy. Okay.
you some questions if we can. Obviously, if you can't answer a question, you let us know, and we'll back away.
By the way, Mr. Morton.
Yes, sir.
Sean Morton.
Yes.
I have come into possession of your Delphi Associate newsletter dated April 11th,
Yes.
1997, and I have to say this is how misinformation proliferates. I don't know where you got your information about what I have stated to the...
That boy Victor getting on his ass. He conflicting me right now. I'm thinking like, he's like, oh, Vic Morton, I know you, brother. I know you. I'm over here like, okay, I guess he cool. I guess he cool, buddy, in the background. Because at first I'm like, boy, he about to trip because he just said him and his wife. And because Victor be tripping. But you hear Morton, I'm thinking, okay, oh, fuck. He said, "Oh, what up, Morton? Okay." But that was Victor was lining him up. He was like, "Hey, bro, that bullshit you put out here, bro. I don't like that shit, bro. That misinformation, bro. You putting dirt on my name, nigga." Boy, Victor looked like so that nigga. I don't cap. Like, look at him to the left or the radio screen with the turtleneck and his face exposed. Like, you don't want to see me angry. And look to the right, like, do you? Do you? In the silhouette, like, do you want to be angry?
Rocket people. But there are a number of statements here that are incorrect.
Okay, well maybe we should start there because I tried to check everything with Jeff. All I had was
Mr. Broadstreet. He has successfully prevented me from prescribing myself a double Bushmallow for nerves. I, frankly, well, let's leave that for the moment.
All right.
In your newsletter, you state Victor was assisting in the downloading of video analog footage to digital computer storage. I have never stated that I was assisting or participating in this downloading. I mentioned the downloading. I referred to the downloading in my cryptic attempt to suggest how the tape was smuggled out, as everyone seems to prefer to refer to it.
Is that a reasonable a reference to it, smuggled?
Well, not in the sense of, well, later in the same newsletter, Mr. Morton says that let me see if I can find it here. Where is it?
Victor?
Oh, yes, and an opportunity came where he was left unwatched and
Victor checking his ass. He's like, "Bro, we going. I'm pulling. I got the receipts, my boy. I got the receipts. He ain't gonna put no dirt on my name." Even though, just to be fair, that Victor, you was the one that's behind this alien interview. You feel me? I get it. You know, you stand there. You trying. You kind of defending yourself, but yeah. Let's be honest, Victor. You was behind this. You put it out there. You wanted to be out here. You wanted to be out there. Don't lie, Victor. Don't lie.
Supervised for a scant few moments, which allowed him to make a quick VHS copy of footage he was viewing, and somehow managed to smuggle it off the base in a bag with some other equipment. Now, I've never made a statement like this. It's a charming scene for a science fiction movie, but frankly, a VHS tape has never come onto or been taken off of the S4.
All right, Victor, this is Art Bell. Listen, let's not concentrate on what he's got wrong. Let's concentrate on what really did happen.
Hey, you talking about? Tell him, Art Bell, like, hey, I hear you. You got some few shit wrong. But let's look at the matter at hand, bitch. What's up with that interview that people calling hoax? That you ain't saying hoax, bitch. It is what it is, or it ain't what it ain't. Cause people ain't got people. You fucking with people right now.
All right.
Okay. So first of all, how did you get this tape?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say that?
I cannot say specifically how I came into possession of this tape. I stated in the interview with the
You ain't state shit, Victor. Your ass was being a dick.
Rocket people, which by the way was in September of last year. I was under the impression that I would be through with my contractual obligations to them by Christmas. But that's neither here nor there. I came into possession of this tape thanks to a confluence of circumstances which I can relate now. I was not able to relate it in September.
Now you can relate it. You wasn't supposed to relate it back then. Your scary ass didn't want to relate it back then, but now you can relate it. Cause they're probably on your way. You probably like, hey, fuck it now.
But circumstances have changed, which we may get to. The linchpin of the possibility that was afforded to me to bring out this particular piece of information is that Area 51 is now defunct as an operating location for the government's alien program. And this process has been ongoing since 1991.
All right, can we ask you straight out, did you bring that tape out of Area 51 personally, or did you acquire it after it had been removed by somebody else?
Now, this is a real interview right here. Art Bell, man, he getting straight to the point. He's like, bro, I don't give a fuck about the sides, bro. Give me the meat and potatoes. Give me the entree, my nigga. Like, let's get straight to the point. Like, straight up.
I was the active agent in removing the data that appears on that tape from S4.
From S4.
The tape itself is a simple VHS copy, which I provided to Rocket Pictures. The actual data was digital. It was a relatively small bundle of information. It did not require anything so conspicuous as a VHS tape to be brought out, and I will not say at this time whether it was brought out in a discrete unit or whether it was smuggled out in some other.
All right, but in a digital form, like an AVI file or something like that, that you then converted to analog to VHS.
Something like that.
Okay.
Folks, so that's the end of part 2. I want to do these in videos that are less than 20 minutes, purely because I'm not trying to push an agenda in, I'm not trying to push the narrative. The aim for these videos is to give you the information in small bite-sized ways.
I like his video, so shit. Let's go to the channel real quick. Subscribe to Buddy. We'll look at that. We'll look at part 3 tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? Like that up. But in the meantime, I just subscribe to Buddy channel. That's good content. I like that. I like that shit. And this one right here. Now let's go on. Let's go on to the next one right here. Okay, that was kind of crazy. Like, man, I need more from Victor. I'm not gonna lie. I need more from Victor. Because it's like he's dipping his foot in and out. So it's like where, you know what I mean? It's like you're creep maxing. You're kind of like saying shit, but you're not saying shit. You feel me? If you're gonna whistleblow, I need you to go all out like Edward Snow, my nigga. Like, that ass for real. Like, don't just halfway. Ain't no such thing as halfway crook. Right? I don't know what the heck is this right here. Y'all see this right here? I think they needed some pictures on here. Interview. The heck is that? Man, get the fuck out of here. Oh, that shit AI. The AI. See, look, I'm even doing the dumb shit. It's AI. AI CGI. That shit probably. That's the Watcher. Okay. Let me see the middle one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want y'all to go and take a look at this one, right? So this is, let's just read it real quick. The curious case of Marco Eli Queiroz, a 22-year-old Brazilian military police officer whose sudden death came after participating in the direct capture of an extraterrestrial creature in 1996. In 1996 Brazil, he unexpectedly fell ill and died just weeks after UFO incident. Get the fuck out of here. Now I'm looking at the comments, right? Y'all see that? Okay, oh man. What the hell did... Let me show y'all before I play the video. This was a curious case, but then now I scroll down, someone said so much disinformation. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Before we read the comments, let's look at the video. Let's look at the video.
Esses militares saíram do carro. Esses militares, mais principalmente o
That motherfucker.
It was
capture.
Yo, shout out to W Marco, bro. W Marco, he don't give no fuck. He said, "Get your little ass over here, boy. Get your little ass over here, your little ET ass." What the hell? ET looking like, boy, you don't lost your damn mind, nigga. Bro, do you know where you touching right now, nigga?
By Marco Lixerez with his bare hands, easily, and take it into the hospital.
Oh, he saved it.
Apart from second-hand rumors of what took place inside the hospital made by anonymous sources, little is known about what happened to the alleged alien. The driver, Eric Lopes, has been in hiding, and the officer who handled the live being, Marcos Cheriz, died a couple of weeks later.
After he captured the creature,
I wonder if it was because the extraterrestrial is coming from outer space, and maybe toxins and chemicals are on their skin, which they're more adaptable to with their third dimensional body in space versus ours. Like, you know, how we might go on another planet and the sun might burn us versus the sun over here burning us. You know what I'm saying? But what if he got toxins and stuff from wannabe Superman, Mr. E.T. Killer? this man, you know, fuck that nigga, like, get your ass over here. E.T. looking like, bro, no, you don't do this. This is not how this goes. you know you done fucked up, right? That's what E.T. was saying when he grabbed him, like, you know you done fucked up, right? That's what you fucked up. You know you done fucked up. That's what you fucked up. That's what you fucked up.
and that infection.
When the doctors say that type of shit, I ain't never seen my whole medical career shit like that. It better be the most oldest doctor there is at the hospital. Because if somebody like my age or saying some shit like that, and they said, "Nigga, you only been a doctor for like 5 years, the fuck?"
Kill him.
But that's very unfortunate, though. I'm not gonna lie. Rest in peace, Marco. W. Marco, real bravery, bro. You real brave. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta give you flowers on that. But yeah, I honestly think that extraterrestrial probably was, you know, they have toxin and chemicals on their body, so we can't just go and touch them. They probably know how to manipulate the toxin chemicals too, like for self-defensive first, like for defensive purposes, for like reasons like this. Then they might turn it off when they want to contact and be like, "Hey."
Marco Elixerez, de 23 anos, trabalhava na P2.
I tell you, it was restricted from talking about it. Oh yeah, that shit. Virginia, that's how you pronounce it. Virginia.
Conducted the only interview with the deceased.
Ninguém soube explicar nada. Porque sempre eu procurava explicação, ninguém dava explicação nenhuma.
She searched for it.
After a protracted legal battle, the family finally received the death certificate. It was produced by IPD Laboratory, the Institute of Prevention and Diagnostics in Virginia.
Finas em 8% neutrófilos, onde foi adquirida uma substância não identificada.
Unidentifiable substance. Hold on. How you pronounce that word?
Filos.
Neutrophils.
Finas em
Neutrophils. Let's look that up real quick. Neutrophils are the most common type of white blood cells, making up 50 to 75% of all your blood cells. Okay.
8% neutrófilos.
Oh, damn. He only had 8%. It just said 20 to 50% on Google. It's standard.
Onde foi adquirida uma substância.
An identifiable substance.
Não identificada. Portanto, que ele veio morrer de uma infecção generalizada, mas sem uma causa justa.
For the first time ever, Dr. João Janini, the founder of IPD Labs, agreed to go on camera for our team.
Eu tenho mais de 50.000 autópsias feitas na minha vida. Mais de 1 milhão de microscopias. Nunca vi um caso assim.
Holy shit, yo! I think this shit's real. I think most of the shit I see with ET and stuff is real, to be honest with you. But when you see shit like this, and a dude who owns, you know,
de microscopia. Nunca vi caso assim. Autópsias feitas na América.
a dude that basically owns a business or a corporation that's main mission is to do studies on autopsies, and he said he never seen nothing like this, and he looked like an OG level. No offense, like he look almost 100 years old, respectfully, because we all want to be able to live to 100 years old, and he looks about like 20, 30 in this picture. And he's saying he never seen nothing like this. That's what comes a little credible to me, if I'm gonna lie.
Mais de
In my
milhão
opinion,
de microscopias.
may not be feasible
Nunca
for me.
vi caso assim.
I never seen a
O
case like
legado
this.
do ET de Varginha foi a bactéria. E nós o tempo todo falamos do ET, mas nós não falamos da bactéria. É isso que chama a atenção da gente.
Former Municipal Health Secretary and current forensic pathologist Dr. Armando Fortunado performed a microscopic autopsy on Officer Marco Cheriz.
Nos chamou a atenção do mundo todo a presença do ser, do corpo do ET em Varginha. O ET, o extraterrestre. Mas eu penso que a bactéria que foi encontrada deixou um rastro dele aqui. Existe vida, quando ele fala em evolução biológica, bioquímica, que é esse rastro da evolução biomolecular, da resistência bacteriana, um caso extremamente atípico.
If he could give me just 15, 20 seconds on what he thinks happened.
Pelos elementos circunstanciais que chegaram a mim, foi de arranhão determinado na pele do Xerez pelo ET. Eu acho que ele foi vítima da unha do ET.
The
Por que
nail
que
of
ela
the
foi
ET. The nail of the... What? Dang, because Buddy just went up and grabbed his ass. Okay, where we at? 709. Come back. If he grabbed his ass straight up like what you said? I ain't gonna go, but if he just went up and grabbed Buddy type shit, the alien said. But what's the nail of the alien though? And see, that's another thing. On top of what I said, them coming, with ETs coming from space and probably having toxins and different chemicals from space, right? That's probably deadly to us. Remember, we only have how many? A certain amount of elements on the periodic table, on our periodic table, right? But that's just Earth periodic table. Ain't no fucking telling what how much is in the other periodic table. Probably 2,000. And we just got like what, 60, 50, whatever. Let's see that shit. How much elements on periodic? 118. We only have 118. They ass probably got like 2,000. Fuck we doing?
Resistente. O que ela tinha de ganho bioquímico para fazer o escape dos antibióticos? Ela passou de leve, destruiu tudo. Em uma semana, ganho bioquímico pelo ET. Eu acho que ele foi vítima da unha do ET.
Victim of the nail of the ET. He said it like that's a flu or disease. The nail of the ET. That shit do kind of sound scary.
Por que ela foi resistente? O que ela tinha de ganho bioquímico para fazer o escape dos antibióticos? Ela passou de leve, destruiu tudo. Em uma semana, muito atípico.
The only remaining witness to the second capture that night was the driver of the car, who's been MIA.
Comandante da viatura era o Cabo Lopes, porque ele é a prova viva do fato ocorrido.
Nah, they put Corporal Lopes up. They put the driver up where nobody can find him. They put him so far up, Waldo himself couldn't even. He'll be impressed the way you can't find that driver, the way they put his ass up. Hell no, you ain't gonna find him. You never played. The reason why I say Waldo, you ever remember the thing? Where's Waldo? I don't know how old you guys are, but like, she called Where's Waldo? Waldo will be impressed how good they hid and put the driver up. We will never see the driver. He's probably living his best life, in the Bahamas or whatever. And they told him, probably got a family and everything, whole new name and all that stuff. But if they told him, if you say anything, the driver don't give saying nada. You mean nada. I'm not gonna lie, you don't really hear too many cases of alien killing humans. You hear a whole lot of alien abductions, and they have their abducted. You hear the abductee story, but you don't really hear too much of aliens just straight up slaughtering humans. And I pray we don't hear that story ever soon. I pray to hear collaboration and unification. I don't pray to hear no slaughtering alien versus predator bullshit when I wake up in the morning. I'm sure you guys don't either. Hey, look at this little picture, guys. This one right here. This kind of looks crazy. A new photo of a tridactyl speaks. A tridactyl specimen being studied at the University of Ica, displayed in the exhibit case. What do you guys think of this? Got that boy in fetal position. How many of these things do they have? What the heck? What do you guys think this is right here? Oh damn! I didn't even put it on the stage. What do you guys think this is right here? What the fuck is this? A new photo of a tridactyl specimen being studied at the University of Ica, displayed in the exhibit case. What the heck? How many of these things? About 10. They had 4 of them, from what I understand. A private collector died 2025 and donated 6 specimens. That's interesting. This is interesting. Could it be an alien, a mummification? Oh no, I see 3 toes and 3. Oh yeah, this is E.T. My boy E.T. and thing. This is Bobby Cousin. Big Bobby Cousin right here. Okay, Bobby. Hey, your cousin right there, Bobby. And this is this guy. Phil Schneider reveals cattle mutilation are both alien and government operations. What? What, nigga?
Cattle mutilations are government-sponsored alien operations and have been since they were first started in 1967. Actually, they were probably going on much earlier, and the upshot of that was we allow the aliens to extract glandular secretions from animals, mixing them with their own. In exchange, we'll give them plutonium products for their drive, for their spaceship drives, among making alien elements for them, and they give us the biological weapons.
And what the hell do we get? What do we get? Where's our piece of the pie? The fuck you giving these niggas plutonium? God damn it! I'm over here getting can't you got boy. I got student loan. But you giving motherfuckers plutonium and they fucking the cows. They mutilating the cows. Crazy. The hell we get? Fucking crazy. Piss me off, y'all. It just pissed me off. It just pissed me off, gang. All the way. This one says religion isn't for everyone. It's race dependent. Okay, guys, it might get a little offensive, but it's okay, guys. If this is not for you, I appreciate you coming through. But if you're still here with it, ratatata, hit that like, hit that follow, you know what's going on. Let's go. Religion is not for everyone. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Have you passed the capability test? In order to answer this question, you would have to know what the key words in the sentence actually means. And in order to know what something means, it is always wise to go into the roots of its meaning. With that said, the word capable etymologically means sufficiently able, having power or capacity, and qualified from the Latin word capabilis, which means receptive, able to grasp or hold. And the word test etymologically means to examine the correctness of something. So, in short, the capability test is the examination of one's ability to see if they are sufficiently able to examine the correctness of a thing. The capability test determines whether your mind is capable of growing in and with the new sun cycle or age of Aquarius, which is the revolutionary cycle. And you can only pass this test if you are able to deny and reject alien religion. When I say alien religion, what I mean is any religion that projects its prominent image of divinity as other than the people who practice the faith, then that religion is alien or foreign to them. A person, place, or thing is alien to you when it is not of and for you by nature. And what I mean is any sun cycle or age of
I
Aquarius,
had to rewind it because he dropping sauce.
which is the revolutionary cycle. And you can only pass this test if you are able to deny and reject alien religion. When I say alien religion, what I mean is any religion that projects its prominent image of divinity as other than the people who practice the faith, then that religion is alien or foreign to them. A person, place, or thing is alien to you when it is not of and for you by nature. Such a person, place, or thing is in the nature of
Bars. Bars. Bars.
of whoever or whatever created it. For example, nature. Such a person, place, or thing is in the nature of whoever or whatever created it. For example, the religion of Hinduism relates to the East Indian people, who are also called Dravidians. You know this because the prominent figures projected in that religion is Krishna, Brahma, Shiva, and many others who are depicted in the image of Indian people. And so the Indians would have some form of indigenous roots to this religion, which will in turn empower them and their offspring. The religion of Judaism today relates to the Euro-Israelis, whose descendants call themselves Jews. Now, although there are undeniable genetic evidence that proves that the ancient lost tribe of Yehuda, which became Judah with the introduction of the letter J in the 1500s, is in fact black people, known today as the Lemba tribe in South Africa, as well as the Falasha of Ethiopia. And now, many of this lost tribe with the Cohan model haplotype genetic marker of the Anunnakis are scattered all over the world. And yet, all over the media, those who practice a Jewish faith are consistently depicted solely as Europeans. This link between image, worship, and of course the one-sided media will persistently only empower the Euro Jews and their offsprings. The religion of Christianity also relates to the Europeans, who, however, do not refer to themselves as Jews. You know this because the prominent figure projected in Christianity is the Messiah, who is being interpreted as the Christ, yet popularly known as Jesus, is always depicted as a European. And so it stands to reason that this religion will only empower the Europeans and their offsprings. The religion of Islam also belongs to the Europeans, who refer to themselves as Arabs. You know this because the prominent figure in that religion is Muhammad, who is always depicted as an Indo-European Arab with red hair. This is why many men who practice this faith dye their hair red, a phenotypic trait.
This is all new to me. This is all new to me.
Related to Europeans. And in many hadiths, Muhammad is referred to as one with white armpits or one with white forearms, rendering him of European descent. And so the Islamic religion will only empower the Indo-European Arabs and their offsprings. The religion of China is filled with the contents of institutionalized religions such as Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. Now, the prominent figure of Buddhism is Buddha, who is an East Indian, so this religion will relate to East Indians and their offsprings. The Tao and Confucianism both depict their prominent figures as Chinese, and so these religions would only empower the Chinese and their offsprings. Now, as you can clearly see, all of these religions relate to other races other than the Nubians. And many of you would convert to these foreign religions and shield yourself from the truth about yourself by lying to yourself, ignoring your true way of life that existed before religion. You must come to terms with the reality that you are not Hebrews, you are not Greeks, you are not Romans, you are not Christians, you are not the Indo-Arabs, Syrians, or Judeans. All of these mixed seeds did, however, come from you, but their organized religions are the very proof that they all refuse to recognize you. Now, you can respect these religions, but the reality is, if you are a Nubian and you practice any of these foreign religions, then such religion is alien to you. Your children of whom you impose these religions upon will sooner or later feel alienated, considering that these religions have no indigenous roots that relates to them. If you pay close attention, you will realize that Nubian people world over are the only race of people who worship God in the image of another race. And this is a huge hindrance to self-development and mental liberation, whether you care to realize it or not. Think about this. The word religion comes from the word religare, which means to bind fast. And so religion is used as a bond between humans and gods. Now, since most religions teach about dead people of the past who are supposedly associated with God, many of whom have never been confirmed or found in historical records, it would stand to reason that religion is merely the interference of the dead into the lives of the living, rendering it sixth ether. Now, those who are familiar with the biblical quote, Revelation 13:18,
You think the non-ether
of the living, rendering it sixth ether. Now, those who are familiar have been confirmed or found in historical records, it would stand to reason that religion is merely the interference of the dead into the lives of the living, rendering it sixth ether. Now,
out of non-ether.
Those who are familiar with the biblical quote, Revelation 13:18, it clearly states that 666 is the number of the beast. Now, this concept of the number 6 being related to evil is nothing new. We ancient masters taught this for eons. Sixth ether in time immemorial is conscious gases, yet not the complete combination of all gases and chemicals, for it lost them through evolution, which is age and exhaustion, making it void of the gases and chemicals necessary for universal life. And thus it would naturally represent the power of the dead because it is the evolutionary forces. Now,
is everybody taking notes? We're taking notes, right? Okay, take notes.
I know that most of the world have been taught that evolution was some form of development, and this too is wrong. We ancient masters, however, taught that evolution is the slow decay of a universe. What I mean is, when the universe was formed, be it in space or as the human body, for each of you and the universe are one and the same. It was created in its perfect form. Over
universe and us are one, the same. Remember that. Remember that. Clip that.
Time, this perfect form changed by getting older, colder, and thus dying, no longer in the original form. This is what we termed as evolution. The word evolution etymologically means to unroll, which means to reverse from the original state. And so, sixth ether causes things to get old, die, decay, and it personifies itself in the person of mankind.
Bars. You dropping gems right now, man. I hope y'all comprehending this. If you don't, rewatch this. What are you talking about?
Kind is simply a kind of man or woman who is not the original man or woman. Therefore, the main purpose of religion is to spellbind people to do the will of the dead six ether spirit forces. Religious books are in fact the book of the dead, possessing people with the spell of ghosts called gospel or ghost spells. Now, the only thing that can neutralize and counteract 6 ether is its opposite force, which is 9 ether, the revolutionary cycle gases. 9 is a symbol of completion and perfection, and thus there's no number higher than 9. 9 in anything is the highest. All other so-called numbers are composite figures of the original numbers. When we ancient masters use the term revolution, what we mean is evolution in the reverse. That is why the word revolution etymologically means to roll back. 9 ether being the opposite and reverse of 6 ether is the only force that can counter it. 9 ether is the highest revolution composite figure. Thing that can neutralize and counteract 6 ether is its opposite force, which is 9 ether, the revolutionary cycle gases. 9 is a symbol of completion and perfection, and thus there's no number higher than 9. 9 in anything is the highest. All other so-called numbers are composite figures of the original numbers. When we ancient masters use the term revolution, what we mean is evolution in the reverse. That is why the word revolution etymologically means to roll back. 9 ether being the opposite and reverse of 6 ether is the only force that can counter it. 9 ether is the highest mental and chemical forces that grew the universes, for it is the combination of all existing gases and chemicals, and thus it represents universal life. In the form and formula of 9 ether, our ancestors grew the universes by utilizing the forces that yield energy, versing energy into one form you call the universe. And then they personified themselves as the original man and woman who are widely known today as Nubians, Olmecs, Nubans, Khoisan, Africans, Moors, Melaninites, or simply Black people, for it was the same kind of ether force that grew the universe. When we, the original man and woman, who are the root race of all of humanity, lost our power to reason soundly, 9 ether is what we lost. 9 ether is the scientific and spirit power of Black people by nature, and thus our true nature. The power of 9 ether helps us to make history and restore our culture. I need you to remember that all power begins in the mind, from which all power develops in
all power begins within the mind. I want you to store that somewhere up here. All power begins within the mind. Remember that.
Sure. And since 9 ether has to do with prime power, which is mind power, from it comes the highest reasoning called 9 reason. You to remember that all power begins in the mind, from which all power develops and mature. And since 9 ether has to do with prime power, which is mind power, from it comes the highest reasoning called 9 reason. And from
Are y'all picking up what he's putting down? No, really. Are y'all taking notes? Like, I'm trying to prepare y'all. I'm trying, I'm just a messenger, you feel what I'm saying? But I'm trying to prepare y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Are y'all taking notes right now? This is bars right here, bro. Clip that.
From 9 reasons come the highest knowledge, which is 9 knowledge. And from 9 knowledge come the highest mental power called 9 mind, which is the prerequisite to our mental and physical liberation. 9 begins in the mind, from which all power develops and mature. And since 9 ether has to do with prime power, which is mind power, from it comes the highest reasoning called 9 reason. And from 9 reasons come the highest knowledge, which is 9 knowledge. And from 9 knowledge come the highest mental power called 9 mind, which is the prerequisite to our mental and physical liberation. So again,
are y'all picking up what he's putting down? Are y'all picking up what he's putting down? Get a book, get a pencil, write it down, make it suspenseful. And don't come home till something don't hit you. Bro, this is gems right here, bro. You dropping some real gems right here, bro. Mr. Coffrey, OG Coffrey, man. This is real gems right here. Y'all, man, y'all take y'all notes. Clip that.
In order to pass what is being termed the capability test, you must be able to consciously reject alien religions and their spirit names. There's honestly no growth in a person unless they can pass this test. Everything you do depends on this very test, but this test pertains to your mind power, which is the greatest power in the universes. You are in great need of it in order to think and do for self and kind, independent of other races, as other races are independent of you. Now, let me be very clear here. For everyone hears things totally different. Let it be known that I did not say to hate another race, for hate will only beget more hate. And no one, and I mean no one, wins the race in racism. Your ancient mental ethereal science
Nobody wins the race in racism. Nobody.
is called UNAWAP, and one of its
I
sciences
like how you said that though, because that's a true statement. I wish everybody would understand that. Not even based off the topic of the universal. I hate to say believe, but a topic of what I like to discuss: the aliens, and UFO, UAPs, but just in general as a human being. Racism will never win.
is called Wusabat. UNAWAP is simply right knowledge, right wisdom, and the right overstanding. Right knowledge is simply UNAWAP is simply right science is called UNAWAP. And hate will only beget more hate. And no one, and I mean no one, wins the race in racism. Your ancient mental ethereal science is called UNAWAP. And one of its sciences is called Wusabat. UNAWAP is simply right knowledge, right wisdom, and the right overstanding. Right knowledge is simply correct knowledge. Right wisdom is knowing racism. Your ancient mental ethereal science is called UNAWAP, and one of its sciences is called Wusabat. UNAWAP is simply right knowledge, right wisdom, and the right overstanding. Right knowledge is simply correct knowledge. Right wisdom is knowing when, where, and how to use right knowledge. And right overstanding is the receiving of right knowledge by way of the senses. And all of this, if diligently applied, will lead you to sound right reasoning, which is that which sounds right and can also be reasoned out. And this will organize and put your mind in unity and in order to qualify you for your own effective spiritual science. Those of you who cannot reject alien religion will only deprive yourself from possessing, using, consuming, and enjoying the benefits of right knowledge, which is prerequisite for living a meaningful existence here and after. I'm Kef Ray, and this is Back to the Basic.
Shout out to Caffrey, man. That's a good video. That's a damn good video. And this one's a UFO of the Fairbank. Now we're over here to UFO versus Fairbank. Y'all like that little lesson? Take lesson. We just did the Cosmo Teachings. Cosmo Teachings 101. At least one time throughout the lie. Yeah. I like the Cosmo Teachings because I learned with y'all. This one's UFO Collective. UFO over Fairbanks, Alaska, 1970s. All right. 1970s. What happened? It gives you that little UFO air ringing. Okay. What is that? Don't tell me it's a drone because it's 1970. What is that? This is 1970s. See UFO in the 1970s over Alaska Fairbanks. Is it? Oh, it slows it down. Oh, I'm crazy. UFO. I kind of buy it. I kind of buy it. The Kremlin, Moscow, Russia. Let's look at this. The Kremlin, Moscow, Russia, 12/9/2009.
The Sun reported Friday a large, unidentified flying object hovering over Moscow's Kremlin. According to The Sun, witnesses said the pyramid-shaped object could be as big as a mile wide.
That's a pizza.
And while Russian reports have ruled out UFO speculation, The Sun says the police have refused to comment and aerospace experts are stumped. This is Lauren McCaffrey for nypost.com.
Уехали, объедем так, с другой стороны. Сейчас я отшелимся отсюда. Оттуда выгляну с той стороны. Может, высоко.
Oh, hell nah. It is. That's a little close.
Уехали, объедем так, с другой стороны.
That's not a white dot.
Сейчас я отшелимся отсюда. Оттуда выгляну с той стороны. Может, высоко висело вроде. Смотри, тут какие-то ментовские ряды стоят. Новость сегодня была про идут разгоняться тучи, может, это связано с этим?
Like a flying cheese pizza.
Установили. Слушай, она какая-то автономная вообще, сама по себе крутится. Смотри, если она за что-то держится, да? Ну или правда что-то какое-то может. Завтра, наверное, скажут, что это такое. Не было ничего.
The Kremlin, Moscow, June 2009. Like a block. Could be a boat or something. The Pentagon, Washington. The Pentagon, Washington, December 19th, 2018.
What's that shit?
I'm laughing at the dude's recording. He said, "What that shit?"
That shit. What's that shit? See this alien spaceship, I tell you.
It's aliens and shit, I tell you.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, but just because I. This ship, I tell you. What is this? Yes, I. Go where? What is this?
What is that?
This is a fucking alien invasion.
It's like that's what we're all just waiting. Just the alien invasion. We're just waiting for that.
You see it? Where is it? Give me the camera. What is this? I mean, what the fuck is that?
left. Have you lost it?
Are we just high?
Right there, right there, right. Look back. Look back. I got you, baby. I see it. Turn right, turn right, turn right. You see it. There's...
Oh.
Can it be like an ancient god? You know, he's stupid with the hooks.
He's not wrong. It could be an ancient god. Ancient god are aliens.
Slow down, man. Slow down.
Curiosity is raging high with this young Padawan.
What? It's gone. I don't see it. Man, do you see it? No. No, man. Turn on the radio.
Blah. What that is. Uh-oh. They're like a flying pyramid. What the? Like an upside down pyramid. Nah, I know I ain't tripping. That looks like an upside down pyramid, gang. Oh, shit. It's about to be some FAFO. That looks like it's about to be FAFO season. That looks like an upside down pyramid, gang. Look at that. That's an upside down pyramid. As a spaceship. That's a pyramid UFO. Bro, nah, man. You know what? That definitely could be Anunnaki. So I orb. Him. Is that the pyramid again? On both sides? Where it's like, now it's a full cube. What the f... What do you guys think? Is it CGI or AI? What would happen if you threw something at it or a rock at it? It probably would blast you automatically. No hesitations. No time. No dead what do you call it? No dead air time. As soon as you hit it, it's just gonna blast you like lock on and blast. Ray gun specialty. You would disintegrate.
我靠，好吓人！真的啊！靠，这些事情搞大了。
I don't think that's Mufasa. He's like humans. You are more than what you have become.
真的人生进去，
好吓人，太吓人。
好清楚啊，越来越大。
You have forgotten me, humans.
哎，
You have forgotten who you are. You must take your place back in Nine Ether.
真的是，应该都走大运啊。我拍到了，我也拍到了。我刚刚拍一直拍不到，这就是华为的力量。我也拍到了，我现在真的好清楚啊。底下哪？
I heard gunshots. January 28th, 2010. What the? It's the same thing. What is this? Where have you come from? Why are you here? Are they here from Macy's Doorbuster? Unknown exact location. Get the Look at the comments. You just unflamed. Please keep them coming. Oh, no, this real. Yeah, these comments looking good. Crap, subscribe, my boy. I've been subscribed, brother. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I've been subscribed, brother. That's crazy right there. What is this one? You ready? It's another one. It's another one. Oh, that's the UFO one right here. I remember this one, yeah. He zooms in. And you see his face. Yeah, you see their faces just looking. So allegedly. Yeah. I see you. I see you. We not feeling, don't get started. You offended, oops, I'm sorry. I see you. Now I gotta play the dumb song. Now I gotta play the dumb songs now. Now I gotta play the dumb songs now. Yep. Yep. Like, D, what you doing? I see you. Rich kids, I see you. Yeah, I gotta play dumb stuff. No, sorry. I see you. I see you. Let's see. I see you. I see you. I'll be on that Louis. I got couch rules. I see you. I see you, Mr. Allen. I see you. I see you. But I see the air, right? He's like, you think they see us? You think they see us, Gary? Yes, Kyle, they fucking see us. They see us. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. That's crazy. See you, motherfucker, boy. This is in June 8th, 2008. Oh, this another one? Oh, he on it. This man's lit. Oh. Well, that's a little big one. Oh, this one just got the headlights on. But nah, we ain't got no rear. They say our windows tinted. You're not gonna see us through here. You will not see us through here. You will not see us through here at all, sir. Zoom in all you want. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait, that's a good one. Oh. Oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Look at the grill on this bad boy. Oh. Oh. I see you. I see you. I see you. Oh, you seeing it? This is like the third encounter. Look at the little creepy. Oh, shoot. Oh, you seeing it in the window? Zoom back in, gang. Zoom back in. 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 Yo, you see the boy head? You see that boy head right there, man? It's like you see some type of figures. I think Buddy was a UFO hunter. We love that. We need you, brother. You keep going with your thing. What is this? 6th June 12, 2008. That look crazy right there. A red orb is crazy. I seen that. I seen that. I seen that. I'm gonna end the last one with another teaching. We got 2 hour mark. Well, yeah, we're gonna end the last one with the giants on Earth, the Patak, part talk. Let's go ahead and get the notebooks out, y'all. Let's get back to class.
Part of that call, the flood. 1. Likum, immortals. Paradu, children before. Okay, so let's get into this part of that call, the flood. 1. Likum, immortals. Paradu, children before Wakat, time and space. My beloved jewels of my eye. 2. Behold, was not this Partarak the way written in the days of our Salafu ancestors DNA? 3. And their Salafu ancestors before them. 4. And given unto us that we should pass it on to you. 5. The Karadu, children of days, yet unborn. 6. That if the ability of the scribe remains with you, it could be read in your own generation. 7. Read, O Karadu, children, Nuapians, of the unborn years, and absorb this most holy Patarak, the way of the past, present, and the future. 8. Which is your heritage. Look at the word heritage. Her, it, age. We always give you
Remember the root word.
the importance of words, especially in English, how compound words are put together. And, you know, her, it, age, again, tying into the female or the woman, her, H-E-R, because she was here first. 8, which is your
Yeah, I got that right.
heritage, her, it, age. 9, the informing words from then as past, which is to you of then as future, which is your yet unborn and now. Again, that's another thing that people struggle with. When we say we deal with now, again, you find all of this in our online course and in the book, Fast Track Your Spiritual and Conscious Journey. All right, so you have a then, which people will consider the past, and you have a then, which people will consider the future, right? Even though they all coexist at the same time.
Further than, back then.
But you're ever present in the now, because every now becomes a then that way or a then that way. Yeah, but really now is constant. It's the present. Yeah, the present, but present only for a slight moment known as now. Because after you say now, every time you say now, it is no longer the same now. Let's keep going. 10. All seems so far off.
Every time you say now is no longer the same now. Remember that, because as we're talking, you know, the future happens by the second. So every time you say now, it's not the same now you just said now prior.
Yet so
y'all with me?
Near. 11. I was there, which is here, when Parmadat, the word, was spoken into being. Because, you know, in the biblical scriptures, they tell you in the beginning was the word, but they don't tell you who was at that beginning, what was the words that were said, and who were those words being conveyed or communicated with. So 12, you are taught that you live forever. 13, and in fact, you do. It is true. 14, yet it is equally true that no instant of life must be wasted. 15, for each moment and each second on Par Kawak Taha, the planet Earth, is shaping for the future. 16.
For each moment, each second on the planet Earth is shaping for the future. Bars.
You are the inheritors of a portion of time. 17. You can dissipate it on futile things or utilize it to your everlasting benefit. 18. In the days of your Salafu ancestors, before barren teachings of religions clogged the thoughts, ghost-isms. 19. Mortal man and vain, formal rituals of bloodlusting offerings and sacrifices put a rakeh, spell, like a tall wall which obscured Tahamat overstandings with Tafhamat understandings. 20. By those with limited capabilities and capacities mentally, with only the animal's brain, the human beast, and his kadhab art lies. 21. Those who have mixed their DNA with animals and thus had downgraded their DNA, Mukasu, Caucasoids, who will not be able to make the dimensional shift. 22. As mortals, they walked on 4, as your deities walked on 2. Tailless, furless, fangless, that was you. 23. Then they knew there was the unique race of deities, Pa Nagaru, the Negroids, Pa Afafreye Kau, the Africans. 24. The one God, alone, in image and ways. 25. Yet, because you allowed your higher abilities to fall to disuse. 26, you see less clearly. 27, because you appeared in different aspects of Taba, nature, and its elements. 28, they thought you to be many deities. 29, and now in this day, deity has many varied forms and attributes, titles, and rananat names in many tongues. 30, that one is you, the Nawib Mukwanu supreme beings, makers, owners, seed of Pa Kawat Taha, the planet Earth, and all on it. 31, the givers of civilization, the
And all on it. Remember that. All on it.
deity of Pa Kale Makwanu, the omniverse, to Pa Kale Makwanat, multiverses, to this Wahu Makwan universe. 32. In the eyes of mortals, each declares they alone know their creators or creator. 33. The one and only deity, Nawip Mukwanu, supreme being, most high. 34. And has the true name of the unnameable. 35, and claim the Supreme created them in his image and like him. 36, what fools these mortals be. 37, here all mortals fall into error. 38, though all have a degree of truth spoken to them, truly according to their understanding. 39, yet Sadat, truth be told, can never bow to the limited understanding of the unseen in Akkad faith. 40. The comprehension of mortals must be expanded to grasp it with an thakham, overstanding. 41. In olden times, there were spawned great giants and beasts in fearful forms. 42. And with frightful gnashing fangs, bodies covered in fur and long ripping claws, and a smell so stink and offensive.
If you're new here, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow. If you've been here, share my shit. You feel what I'm saying? We're the Matrix, we Matrixing over here. We in a whole different universe, man.
Foul, a loathsome beast. 43. A beast in sackcloth, a kind of man, yet a kind of beast. 44.
No, they're not talking about the Shaggies neither.
Offspring of the heavenly rebellion and the turmoil and the terror overwhelming the Abab at hearts of true mortals. 45. So the overseers hardened the face.
I think the giants was the result of Enlil. You know, the Enlil's people's mating with the earthling woman around that story.
Of the ground which became unstable, sending a great Karat Shalel Narar, ball of fire, to strike the Mayat water and change the ground to Talaj. So the overseers hardened the face of the ground which became unstable, sending a great Karat Shalel Narar, ball of fire, to strike the Mayat water and change the ground to Talaj, ice, and Meye, water. 46. And the beast great and Tawel tall and Rabek small was changed. 47. And many died out. 48. This was before times when the destroyer still slumbered in outer space on its journey. 49. And it was written in stone in those days that the mortals had become Jawid, wicked, as the giant who birthed them. 50. With the help of the little Sayetatu women who they took for pleasures. 51. And the wise among them gave many warnings of the wrath to follow. 52. They would not listen. 53. Such is the way of the weak and the Jawid, wicked. 54. So it came again that the hastening Sakamat powers became stirred up against them all. 55. Because of the order of the wickedness arising from Pa Taha, the earth.
Clip that.
56. For heaven's nostrils abhor the smell of Dawi, evil. 57. This is a smell no mortal can know. 58. For as the hellhounds know the smell of khafaf, fear. 59, which no mortal can detect. 60, so can heaven smell the odor of the wicked. 61, no scent of oil can cover the mixture of many in one khatat body of Sayetatu women. 62, so the great floodgates beneath Partaha, the earth, and from above Partaha, the earth, were opened. 63, thus the flood water rose up to cover that land, and a great rainstorm lashed down as the voice of thunder. 64, and the open eyes
Go
of
back a little bit.
many in one khatat. 57, this is a smell rising from part. The wise among them gave many warnings of the wrath to follow. Sayet, and it was written in stone, and Tawel tall and Rabek small was changed. 47, and many died
You know,
out.
I like to
48,
rewind, y'all.
this was before times when the destroyer still slumbered in outer space on its journey. 49,
Okay.
and it was written in stone in those days that the mortals had become Jawid, wicked, as the giant who birthed them. 50, with the help of the little Sayetatu women who they took for pleasures. 51, and the wise among them gave many warnings of the wrath to follow. 52, they would not listen. 53, such is the way of the weak and the Jawid, wicked. 54, so it came again that the hastening Sakamat powers became stirred up against them all. 55, because of the order of the wickedness arising from Partaha, the earth. 56, for heaven's nostrils abhor the smell of Dawi, evil. 57, this is a smell no mortal can know. 58, for as the hellhounds know the smell of khafaf, fear. 59, which no mortal can detect. 60, so can heaven smell the odor of the wicked. 61, no scent of oil can cover the mixture of many in one khatat body of Sayetatu women. 62, so the great floodgates beneath Partaha, the earth, and from above Partaha, the earth, were opened. 63, thus the flood water rose up to cover that land, and a great rainstorm lashed down as the voice of thunder. 64, and the open eyes of lightning was seen and heard. 65, and the breath of strong winds could no longer discover the destination. 66, none could even see nor hear the cries of the many, be it beast or man. 67, and above appeared a great Chabad craft, and few were allowed to enter it. 68.
So that means right before they probably blew up the earth, or destroyed the earth, they had a craft they only allowed. So this is probably depicting from the Noah's Ark story, the real Noah's Ark.
While others ran to hide behind the great waterfalls inside Partaha, the earth. 69, and others drowned, having no helper or warner. 69, 68, while others ran to hide behind the great waterfalls inside Partaha, the earth. 69, and others drowned, having no helper or warner. 70, for they did not heed the warnings of the Parmanthar, the warner, for that people at that time in that place. A bit like they tell you about Noah in the desert building a craft and telling people that these floods are going to come, and people thought he was crazy because obviously they were in the hot desert, so how can a flood come? But anyway, 71, Parmayat, the waters reach up higher and higher as the great craft hovered above it with the seeds of the earth. 72, and the sounds and the screams and of the Famamat, mouths of the Jawid, wicked. 73, and the giants, the flesh eaters, were silenced. 74, and there came a period of quietness. 75, then the people who were inside the great Kabad, the craft, exited the craft and took the seeds of Partaha, the earth, with them, for that part of part Tahar, the earth was flooded and was outside. Remember, it says that part of the earth. There was not the entire earth that was flooded at that time. 76. And those behind the great
So only a part of the earth was flooded, not the whole thing.
waterfalls in the south also came forth. 77. And even many giants did not die in the Par Garamat at the floods. 78. And a Gatat gateway was opened to Patat heaven until mortals knew their place again. 79. That Par Natharu, the overseers, may commune with them. 80. And in time re-entered into the silence. 79. That Par Natharu, the 79. That Par Natharu, the overseer gateway was opened to Patat heaven until mortals knew their place again. 79. That Par
until mortals knew their place again. That's why I kept wondering. I was like, did I hear that right?
Gateway was opened.
Gatat, God. Gatat, God. Gat equals God. Gateway was open to heaven, Patat, heaven, until mortals knew their place again.
To Patat heaven until mortals knew their place again. 79. That Par Natharu, the overseers, may commune with them. 80. And in time re-entered into the silence and cast the gates covered except for the guardians of the stargates. 80. And in time re-entered into the silence and cast the gates covered except for the guardians of the stargates. 81. Once this was done, the hastening four winds were contacted, which mortals call by other Rananat names. 82. The voices of the four were heard by all within their Abab-Art hearts, and said, 83, we four do meet and agree in perfect harmony. Again, this ties into when you look at the science of the tetrahedron, yeah, where you have the four, yeah. Even though you may not see this as going in 3D, you can still see like this. Yeah. This is referred to as the science of the tetrahedron. All right, let me just keep going. 84. At this point in space and time, to seal the stargate until the needed time. 85. We are those who have been called forth to guard the stargates south, east, north, and west. And for those who know, the northeast gate is very significant, right? 86. No more order of wickedness arising from the bodies of women, which no incense can disguise. 87. For as they shamay smell of putrefaction assails the nostrils of heaven, so does wickedness give forth something which assails us in this realm, the sweat of animals. 88. So could any among you live in harmony with those who were insensitive to your own sensitivity? 89. Ayash male is not sensitive to Ayash male, and Ashash female not sensitive to Ashash female, nor are they sensitive to one another. 90. Yet we are sensitive to all. 91. You are the center of your universe. 92. You are the God of your universe. 93. You control your own surroundings. 94. You control what you want to hear. 95.
Clip that.
You see what you want to see. 96. And I am your Nawep Makwan, supreme being. 97. Your Muldat Tat mother is God of her Wahu Makwan universe. 98. Your Muldad father is God of his Wahu Makwan universe. 99. Together they became one in Athu Makwantwi, dual verse. 100. They created you to form a Thalu Makwanat triverse. Okay. 101. So you all
clip that
were a Hathir Makwanat multiverse in the Kale Makwanat omniverse. 102. When we gave you the ability to speak and articulate 54,000 years ago. You were Nawep Makwanu, supreme beings, 103. When you were in your divine state, you will be able to use 100% of your Machak brain, 104. Imagine using 100% of your Machak brain and you have a thought about love, 105. You would literally love yourself to death, 106. In order to return to your divine self, you must clean yourself inside out, 107. And you must clean yourself outside in, 108. You are going to a place where there is no Sawat voice. Thus, all your Dhananat thoughts will be known inside and out. So on most keyboards, you can see they tune.
That's real, man. Clip that. Yeah, man. That was a real one right there, man. Like always, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through tonight. By the end for the show. And like always, Matrix. Or if you're new here, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow if you've been here. What it do, cuz? What it do? But like always, Matrix. Rata-ta-ta. One love. One love. One love.